Hello friends, this video is about complete Java tutorial and this is part 1 of that video where I will be starting with very first Java program, how to run the Java program, and after that we will see the step by step how to create Java programs and topic wise we will be discussing. Okay, let me start from very first topic. The first question is how to create the first Java program. So many of the beginners don't understand that how to run my program, and this is the place where you need to be very careful while running the first program. Why? Because the fundamentals are very important in any programming to learn. If your foundation or fundamentals are very strong, then if you move on from here into the programming, then the programming looks very easier for you. Okay, do remember that. And from here I'll be explaining you very fast how to create our first Java program. Now click on the file. First of all, this is the Eclipse. Okay, we need to install that, and you need to install one more software. The software name is JDK. Whether your system is having JDK software or not, you just need to check like this. CMD command prompt, you go to that and you just type Java hyphen version. Look, it is showing the version Java 1.8, means I have Java software, JDK software. Okay, so then only I am allowed to run my Java program with the help of Eclipse. Okay, so now look at, very first I will be clicking on new and go to Java project, and you write Java tutorial. This is the name I am giving for my project. Okay, so now look at the project what we have created here. You are able to see now Java project is created. Now what I have to do is I need to create package. I repeat, I need to create package. So for that what you need to do is you just go here and click on this, and thereafter you are able to see SRC. You just right click on that and click. Now the next one is what I'm telling, package. So that's what I need to create. In the project name called Java tutorial, in that I'm going to create the package. The package name let me create as the first package India. Okay, India is the package name, and like this I can create many number of packages in the single project. Let me create the package name is Australia. I have two packages here. Why I have created in coming topics, I need two packages, multiple packages. That's why very first only I have created two packages here. Okay, so as of now you need only one package, okay, to run the program. So choose any one of the package, whatever you want it. Just you right click on that and now select, click on new. You will be able to see the name class. You need to select on that. So the class name, let me name it as first and click on finish. Look here, this is the page you gets opened after clicking on finish. Now you are able to see the package name. What is the package name here? India is the package name. And what is the class you have created? The class name is first. And do remember, the class is the keyword here which is used for creation of a class. Okay, now what is this public? This is what access specifier is. We will be discussing in the further coming time. Okay, we have a topic called access specifiers. So okay, so in this topic I will be discussing about what public is. As of now you can write public. Okay, within the class what you need to write is we need to have a method called main method. Function in C language or any other language, we call it as function. Here we call it as method. The function is nothing but method. Okay, how you need to write is public static void main. Within that, you write down string args. So this is the step you need to remember whenever you are writing a main method. Public static void main string args. It is string arguments. This is written in place of parameter. Okay. Void is nothing but a return type. Okay. And static. This is very important keyword. Why I am putting the static keyword here, I will be discussing. Okay. So public, again I am telling you the same thing, public and access specifier only, that I will be discussing. These two things are to be discussed. Okay. As the video goes further, we will be discussing about each and everything. Right? As of now, you remember we have created a package, we have created a class. Within the class, we have written public static void main string args. Now I just wanted to display the message hello. I wanted to print the message hello. Look here how I am writing system dot out dot println. Just within the inverted commas, print write down hello. Now this is the very first program you have written, and see whether it gets executed without error or not. You are getting the output hello, and this is the simple Java program for displaying the message hello. So if any error is there, look, I missed a semicolon here, which I am removing. Immediately at that line, you are able to get this red color, which is the indication of that there is an error in the line. And there will be underline also like this. You observe here, this here in this place there is underline. You observe that. That is also indication that there is an error in the code. You can update here itself. No need to go for execution before clearing that. Okay. Now as this is the first program is done, now I am going to write the code for addition of two numbers. Let me take out two variables, a equals to 10, b equals to 20, comma c. In this line, I have created three variables. I have declared three variables. A value is 10, B value is 20, and C is the separate variable I have taken. All are of integer type. That's why data type I have written it as int. Now, I am just writing the step C equals to A plus B. So, A value is 10, B value is 20, 10 plus 20, 30. This 30 value will be stored in variable C. That I wanted to display. Now again for displaying I have to write the step system dot out dot println. Now look, in inverted commas I am writing C. In inverted commas I am writing C and trying to execute the value 10 plus 20. What is that? 30. 30 which I have stored in C. I am trying to execute that. And see here, I am not getting the answer 30. What I am getting here? I am getting the answer C, which is not required. What I have to do then? In the first program, we have written inverted commas and written hello, and it is getting displayed. And within same inverted commas, I wrote C here. I am trying to get the result, but we are after checking, we are able to see that there is no answer there. 30 is not there. How can we get that? And do remember, guys, for values to be displayed, values which is stored in the variables to be displayed, don't use any inverted commas. Only message time only you need to use inverted commas. Now you see the result, you are able to get 30. Okay, so this is how you can go with any basic program in if you want to display the message hello like this system dot out dot println inverted commas hello. So this will print the value and this will print the message. There is a lot variation built in printing the message and the value. Do remember this difference. This will help you a lot. you are creating a variable a and assigning the value 10, 20. Always it will give 30. What is the way to get the input from the keyboard? So see here how to write that. I have created a variable a, b, c like this. I have created three variables. I have to get the input value from the keyboard into a. I have to get the input value from the keyboard into b, and after that I need to perform addition of two numbers and the result is to be stored in c. Then that c value is to be displayed. This is the requirement. Whenever you get the thing about I need to get the input from the keyboard, then use this step. Scanner s equals to new scanner. Within the bracket, you write down system dot in. Okay, it is showing error because here I need to add one step for that. Import java dot util dot scanner. This is the thing you need to import in order to write this step. So after that, how I am writing, have a look. System dot out dot println, enter a comma b values. A comma b values. This message. After that, I am writing a equals to, what is the name here you have? Yes, right? Write on that. S dot next int. B equals to S dot next int. Semicolon. Done. With this step, it will be helpful for you to get the input from the keyboard with these steps. Okay. So now, after getting the input, C equals to A plus B is to be written. And C answer system dot out dot println, and as you are having the answer in C, variable C, you are displaying that C. See what is going to happen now. I am getting a message, enter a comma b values. From where I am getting this message? Because of you have written the step. Have a look, guys. Have a look here. You have written the step system dot out dot println. You are asking to print what message? What is this message? Enter a comma b values. That's why it is getting the output screen. We are getting a message like enter a comma b values. Now what will these two steps will do? Look here, I am entering the value 12. This 12 value is getting stored in A. The 12 value is getting stored in A. Because of this step only, whatever the input I am entering here, the value I am entering, you are able to store. And after that, after entering 12, I am entering the value 34. This 34 value will go to the variable B. Means after these two, A value is 12, B value is what? 34. After these two steps, you are going to hear 12. A value is what? 12. B value is what? 34. 12 plus 34, how much? 46. 46 is getting stored in C. 46 is getting stored in C. And that C value 46 you are going to print and see whether you are going to get the result or not. I am taking cursor here and I am pressing enter. Look, 46 answer I am getting. Because of you have written this step, we are able to get this 46 value. Understood? Now have a look what I have done. Again I am explaining. I have declared three integer variables whose names are a comma b comma c, and this is the step to be remembered whenever we create whenever we are thinking of taking the input from the keyboard. Okay, and this is the message you can write, which is the indication or suggesting the user, guiding the user what is to be done next. After this message, as user obviously enters for values, we have to take it. For that you have written next in, and second value I have taken next in. For example, I have a float variable, float z. Okay, how to get the input into that? Z equals to s dot. I cannot write next int here. As it is the float data type, we have to call it next float. If it is double, similarly, if I have a variable which is of double data type, double k, so now how to get the input into that? K equals to s dot next double. Like that, for every type of input we have a separate methods there, functions there. So do remember, don't forget about that. What I'm trying to tell here is, as per the data type we need to call. Not always next int. Not always next int. Do remember. So up to here, okay, we are getting output basic Java program where I have displayed hello. After that, display addition of two numbers without taking input from the keyboard. Now I'm talking about this also I can remember, right? Now I am talking about what getting the input values from the keyboard. After that, doing addition and displaying the value. These are the very basic programs we need to know, right? So now guys, let me go ahead. Okay, so now how to create the first Java program is done. Now I will be talking about what is a class. I have written a keyword class there. What is a class? In definition type, I can say a class is a collection of fields and methods. What is a field? Generally we have variables, right? Those are, I call it as a fields. Okay, and methods are nothing but functions. What we show method, like function is there now, open bracket and close bracket, where we can write steps here. Okay, so these are the functions you can have in a class, both fields and methods, or either field or method. Okay, and definition type, I can say that a class is a collection of fields and methods. Okay, I will be discussing about this once again. I have created just now, I have created only a basic Java program. And look here, in this page I am coming back and I am deleting all the things. And this is also, as of now, I don't want. I can create one more class here like this. Class, for example, I am writing second. The class name is what? Second. And see here, within the same page, the package called India, where I am writing two classes. The class name is first here and the class name is second here. And always remember, if you have multiple classes in the same page, more than one class in the same page, then make sure that your file name, look here, first.java is there, na? Here the class name should be the class which is having the main method. Okay, do remember that. And what is this package about? Now I am telling you, a package is something like a folder where you can write many number of classes as you want. For example, you can create 100 number of classes over there in the single package. Package is just, you can remember, like a folder where you are storing all multiple different files. Here in this package, what you are storing? All the classes you are storing. As I have given the definition, class is a collection of fields and methods. I will be telling what field is. Int a comma b. This is a field. And method, public void show. This is the method. And this is the definition of a class. A class contains fields and methods. Can I write just a method in the class? Yes, you can go. As per the requirement, you can write both or either fields or methods. Anything. You can do anything. I'll be writing some fields here. Int id, one field. Public void show method. Within that, I'm writing system dot out dot println. Just I'm printing id. I want to execute this. I want to run this method. I want to give the input into this. How can I get the input into this? How can I display this message? That is the question. And for that, I have the next topic. that is object. Okay, to access the fields and methods in a class, we should have what? Objects. And coming to the definition, an object is an instance of a class. Using Java objects only, we can access the properties like fields and methods of a class. We can call it as properties of a class. Sometimes in video I'll be using the name properties of a class. Here properties of a class is nothing but fields and methods. Here I have created a class called second. Within that one field or variable I have created ID. Within that I am displaying, I am having a method called show. Within that method I have written system.out.println where I am printing what? ID. So in order to access this, I will be going to the one more class. The class name is first where the main function is there. I repeat, main function, or you can call it as main method. In this class, from this class I wanted to access these two. Okay, how can you do is, I told you like we need to create the object. How I am going to create the object? Have a look. What is the class name? For which class we are going to create the object? The class name is what? The class name is second. Second z equals to new second. This is simple way how to create the object. So just write down class name, object name, new, and this is what we call it as a constructor. And hold on, about what is constructor, you will be getting a question in your mind. I will tell you in the when the video progresses. Okay, it will be coming either in part 1 of the video or part 2 of the video, the topic constructors. As of now, what you can remember is how to create the object. Just write down second means which is object, class name space object name, anything you can write the object name, z new second. Okay, so using that z dot, look here, id, I am entering the id here. This 123 is the value goes to this variable, I mean to say the field id belonging to the class second. And now I am writing z dot show, which is calling the method show of the class. Which class it is? Second class. Using that I am calling a method show which is displaying the ID. What is the ID I have provided here? What is the ID value I have provided here? 123. Let us see I am going to get that 123 in the output or not. Look here, I am getting the output. Look here, I am getting the output 123. So this is the way how to create the object. For example, there is one more class, class third. I can create one more class also. As I told you in package, you can create any number of classes. Here also I have a method public void display. This is the method which belonging to the class third. And here I am writing the step system dot out dot println hi. Println hi. This is the message I am trying to print. And see here z dot display I am writing. Why I am not able to get this? Why I am getting the error here? I repeat, why I am getting the error here? The reason is the object, you have created the object for the class second and trying to access the property of the class third. So simple example I will say, okay, here you cannot access the properties of other classes. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, so unless you belonging to the same object. The second class is having the object z. Using that you can access id show. Using the same object, can you access the property of other class z dot display like this? No, you cannot do. That's why it is showing error. And I am telling you one thing, simple example. There are two people. Okay, two people. Let me name them Kalyan, first name. And the one second person, his name is uh, Tarak. There are two people here, Kalyan and Tarak. Okay, so now I am going to create object for Kalyan. Kalyan z equals to new Kalyan. And you, for that object, using the object Kalyan of class Kalyan, you are able to access the properties of Kalyan like ID, show, all this. For example, Kalyan is having a car called Benz. As of now, I am removing this ID, okay, and displaying this is Benz car. This is a message. This particular method is printing Benz car, okay. And Tarak is having the method or properties, you can say, an RD, and it is displaying RD car. Now I'm going to change this. Z dot Benz I have written. No error. Using the object of class Kalyan, you are accessing the property of Kalyan. And you are able to display the message. You will get it output. Have a look. Benz car. Then, using the object of Kalyan, Z, you are trying to access the property of Tarak. See, you are getting the error here. Why? The object which belonging to Kalyan cannot access the property of Tarak. You cannot go to some other's house and access their property without their permission. That's what it is happening, right? So, the objects of respective classes only can access their class properties. Got it? So now I can create like this. I can create object for Tarak p equals to new Tarak, and you see here p dot, now I am writing RD, and see here I am getting output, no error, and result you see here Benz car, RD car, both are getting. So this is how an objects can be created, right guys? Now let me get back to the topics. What is Java object we have discussed. Okay, now I will be talking about static and non-static methods. I will be talking about static and non-static methods in Java. Okay, so guys, for explanation, for simplicity, I am just taking a help of only one class. Okay, now there is a class called Kalyan, and it is having a method called Benz. Okay, the topic is about static and non-static. Look here, I am using static here. The keyword is static. Now this particular method will become a static method. Okay, and for that, the problem is, the benefit I can say is, for if you have any static method like this, I repeat, if you have any static method like this, no need to create the object. Directly you can write Kalyan dot Benz. Assume you have one more method, public void. Here I am writing the method name Audi. System dot out dot println hello Audi. And see here, in the similar way I am writing Kalyan dot Audi. I am not able to get the result here. I am not able to clear this. Here there is no error, but here we are having error. The problem is, the difference here is, this is static method and this is non-static method. And do remember guys, if a method, a property, anything like field or method is static, by using the keyword static, then no need to create object, directly you can access by using the class. But the methods what I have written here, these normal methods without any static method are going to be the non-static methods here, just like this. For accessing this, I told just before, you need to create what? Object is to be created. Look here, Kalyan k equals to new Kalyan. And now k dot rd you write it. K dot audio write it. Here no error is there. And see here the results. When you are getting message, hello audio you are getting. Why you are getting? You look here. For static methods, how you have accessed it? Without any object, directly class name dot method name. What is the method name? Benz. Benz is the method name. Got it. Now for non-static methods like OD, okay, definitely you need to, if you want to access this non-static method where you don't have any static keyword, then definitely you have to go with object creation followed by using that object you make a call to method. Okay, understood guys the difference between the static method and non-static method? Yes. Now the similar thing you can apply for variables also, fields I can say. Int id, static int, uh, let me write down pin, pin number, anything. Okay, s should be small here. Keywords always will be small letter. Okay, now you can see here these are two fields. One is static field, another one is non-static field. In the similar thing what you applied for static methods and non-static methods, the same thing you can be it can be applicable for fields also. Like directly you can access kalyan.id equals to 123 for example. What is the name I have written? Just have a look. Kalyan.id is a non-static. That's why we are getting error. So what is the object you have created? K is the object created in the k.id right now. Using object only, that non-static field is getting accessed. What about the static field? Pin. How can I access that? Do I need object really? No, I don't need any object. Write down Kalyan dot, what is the field name? Pin. You can write pin 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a pin. Look at the difference. For accessing ID, which is non-static field, you have whatever the object you have created, using that object you are accessing. For accessing pin, which is static field, no need to create any object, directly using class name you can access it. You may get doubt, sir, can I access the static method by using object k dot pin? Can I do like this? Have a look. You can do that, but what is the purpose of static methods then? So I prefer not to use objects whenever you have a static fields or methods, and that's the reason here why public static main what main also here static method is written. Static method why? Because this main function is getting executed before creation of any object. As main function has to get executed before creation of any object, that's why the static keyword is written over the main method. You cannot write a method without static. Okay, so this is about static and non-static methods. Hope you understood. Okay, now I will be shifting from here to one more topic. This is done. We have one more thing, static block. I'm not talking about static method, just know what I have discussed. I'm talking about static block, very interesting one this one. So the question comes generally, is there any, everyone says like execution of any programming starts from main method. The question is like, is there anything which gets executed before the main method? Yes, something is there before which gets executed before the main method. What is that? There is a block called static block. I'm not talking about static method or static fields what I have discussed so just now. This is the new topic, static block. You see what is this? Okay. Now as of now I am going to remove this entire class. This is the main method, right? You can write within that, you can write static like this, static block. There is no parenthesis anything to be written here, just write the static. System dot out dot println hello I am static block. Hello I am static block, and here I am writing system dot out dot println hello, hello, I am main method, and execute. Let us execute this and see in the race which one gets executed. The result related to main method, hello I am main method, or the result related to how hello I am static block. Which one is getting executed first? Have a look. What is the first message I got it? Hello I am static block. The static block is getting executed before the main method. See, that is the thing about the static. The reason is, guys, I have written here the static block is the block which gets executed before the main method. This block actually gets executed during class gets loaded into the memory itself, whatever the class we have created here. The class which is getting ready for execution, the very first which goes into the memory is static block. Whatever you are writing there, that will be executed first. Somebody says, as static block is getting executed before the main method, can I use static block before the without the main method? See, no, we cannot do that. We'll get error. If we don't have main method, we cannot run the program. Okay, understood? Now somebody will get a doubt. Now somebody will get a doubt that static block and static methods what you have just explained are both are same. No, guys, both are not same. Class, for example, let me write down second public static void show. This is static method. I told you already purpose. For accessing this, we do not need to create any object. I'm not talking, don't compare the static method of a class with the static block what I have written. These two are different topics. We don't have any bracket, any parenthesis, any overthing here. Okay? And let me clear here, static block, static methods gets executed before object creation. I mean without object creation. Like you can call to this method directly from the main just like this. Second dot show, you write down without object, no need to create any object. This is static method. Okay, and this is static block. What I'm telling is the static block is the block which gets executed before the main method. That's what I wanted to say. If somebody asks you main method, static block, don't answer related to the static methods. Both are different. Okay, got it? So, okay, let me jump to the next topic. What is the next topic here? Static block is done. Modularization. This is very, very, very interesting, guys. Okay, so please concentrate here. I'm talking about modularization is something like partitioning. You're partitioning your program. How you can partitioning your program is simply I can say like, do remember, simply I can say like you can modularize your program into the methods. I am telling like functions. Modularization can be done with the help of functions. Functions division you can write within the same class. Multiple methods you are writing, you can call it as a same class modularization. One method in one class and one more method in another class, you call it as a class level modularization. What is packet level modularization? That is, I will be discussing this one very interesting. One within, I told you like you can have many packages also. Each package can have multiple classes. You can create one class in one package here. You can create one more class in one more package here. I can say like two folders, in one folder one class, another folder one class. So modularization, that is very interesting. I will be explaining one and one, each and everything with the example program. So very start, let me start with class level modularization. I mean, sorry, same class modularization. Okay, let me go to the code. How many classes now I have? Only one class, right? Public static void main is the method. I'm writing one more method. Public void show is the method. System dot out dot println hi. Okay, and now you just see here the result. First of all, I'm going to get the output like hello I am main method. But what about this message hi, which is not getting executed? Show method is not getting executed. Why? And do remember, any method except the main method will not get executed until it is related to main. Means something you are going to create an object over there and you are going to access. Okay, now this is to be accessed, though it is in the same class, it is to be accessed from the main method. Look how to access the same method which belonging to the same class. Then also you need to create object for the class. First z equals to new first z dot show, and see here what is the output you are going to get. Hello, I am the in method. That message also I am getting. Hi message also I am getting. Means this show method is getting executed. For example, if this show method is static, I told you, like, you can use static method and non-static method anywhere within the same class or different class, anywhere you can use it. All are applicable. So for this, here no need to create the object, just write down the class name like first dot show, and this step is not needed, even object creation step is not needed. And see now, in this program, let me execute. You are able to get the message like output hello, I am main method, hi, both get outputs are we are able to see. This is about same class modularization. You can write multiple methods within the same class. This is same class modularization. What is class level modularization then? What is class level modularization then? I'm talking about the next topic, the second one. This one, class level modularization. Okay, now class level modularization is something like you can create class within the same package. Here also you can create, otherwise you just see what I am doing here. I can within the, what is the package name here? India. Within the same package India, I can create one more class also like this class. Its name is second. So class name is second. And see, for both the classes, first.java files, first.java and second.java, the package name you observe here, both are same. Means here you have two classes. First is the class, second is the class. Both are coming in same folder. What is the folder? Package. What is the package name? India. Within the same package, you have two classes. And see here, what is the method I have written in the same class modularization? The same method I am writing here. Public void show. System dot out dot println hi. And see here, we don't have any main function, main method. That's why this won't get executed. And this is, I am going to execute first of all. Hello, I am main method. Hello, I am main method. That is the only message I am getting. I want to get the output of this also. I want to run the show method of this second class also. What I need to do? Simple. We have to create object for the class second z equals to new second, and z dot show, you call it. Okay, here s is the capital. So now let me execute. You see here, hello I am main method, hi, both outputs I am getting. Hi is the output which is belonging to the some other class which is available in same package. Somebody is getting doubt? No. You have in the, while discussing the topic, static and non-static method, you have created method here. Something like second, third, like this. I am writing here third. Here public void, let me use some method name display. Then what is this? This will come under class level modulation or not? Yes, yeah, you are going to get your one more class. You can write in the same page also. You can write in this new file also. Both are same. Both are same. You can write here also and you can write in the new file also. But here you observe in the both cases the package name is same. I mean to say, the class third also belonging to the package India, class first also belonging to the package India, second also package belonging to second class is also belonging to package India. So all belonging to same classes, and you have function show in one class second, you have function display in class third, and you have main function in the class first. Methods are divided into multiple classes of same package within the same heart. This is class level modularization. This is what? Class level modularization. Then you will get a question now immediately. What is package level modularization? What is package level modularization? I am going to explain that. Means I am going to explain the third one. This one, package level modularization. Let us jump into that topic now. Look here, that's why in the starting of this video I have created two packages. One package is India, one more package is Australia. For this topic is to be discussed, then that's why I have created in the starting itself one more package, that is Australia. And I'm right clicking on that, and within that I'm going to create one class. The class name is FOUR. What is the class name? 4. Okay. Here I am writing some method here. The method name is public void bens. This is the method. System dot out dot println. Hello bens. And see here, you have a package Australia. You have a class called 4 which belonging to package Australia. You observe your class second which belonging to India package, and class first belonging to India package. Means for both, I mean to say, let us keep aside, let me close this second for some time. Okay, and see here, one class first class belonging to India package and class 4 belonging to Australia package. Two classes belonging to two different packages. Now I want to access the method which belonging to some other class of some other package. How can I do that? You know that accessing properties of any class, only you need to create the object if it is non-static. If it is static, class name dot method name. As this 4 class is having the Benz method which is non-static, I am trying to create object for that. 4 k equals to new 4. Look here, I'm going to get the error. Why the what the error is showing? You are trying to access the class which belonging to some other package. You are not allowed to do that. Then what is to be done then? You need to write one step, import step. What import you need to do? Import. What is the package name? Australia. The package name is Australia. Within that package, which class you want to access? Class name is 4. That you need to write this step, then only you are allowed to create object for the class. Look here, no error is there. Import statement is very important. Which package and which class of that package you want to access, that class name you need to write here, and before that you need to write the package name where that which the class you wanted to create an object for. Okay, now I'm writing k dot, what is the method? Bens I have written. I'm going to execute. Hello Benz. I'm able to display the message hello Benz from the main method of the class first which belonging to package India. Okay. And what you are trying to display, you are going to create object for the class which belonging to the package Australia. Package level modularization it is. Okay. Hope you understood what modularization is. Same class modularization, class level modularization, package level modularization. Video I will be discussing about the concept inheritance. The definition for inheritance is deriving the properties of parent class to the child class is known as inheritance. So I will be explaining this inheritance concept in detail by taking one example first. Again, I will be coming to the definition part. So let me shift from here to the code where I have written one code here. Look, I have created a class 1. Repeat, I have created a class 1. It is having one property. It is a method here. The property or method is show. So, so let me take this method show as its property. Class 1 is having a property show. So obviously, in order to access this property, you need to create object for the class 1. You need to create object for the class 1. So another class I have taken here, the class name is 2. The class name is 2. And here I have created a method named display. So consider this is the property of class 2. Now again, to access this property, you know that we need to create object for the class 2. I have taken one object here. I have created, it is Z, which is the object for the class 2. Now I am trying to access the property show from object from the class, from the object which we have created from the class 2. So look here, it is showing error. It is showing error here. Why it is showing error? The reason, guys, here is you are created the object for the class 2 and you are supposed to access the its property display. By using the object of class 2, you are trying to access the property of class 1. The property of class 1 is show, which is you are not allowed to access the property of somebody else. So that is what it is happening. The property of other classes cannot be accessed by the objects of some other class. Now see here what I am trying to do. I am using the keyword extends. Extends 1. So I have used the keyword extends here, and which is extending the class 1. By writing this step, what happens is the class 1 becomes the parent class and the class 2 becomes the child class. Now see, the child class can have right to access the properties of parent class. So that's why I have created the object for the child class now, which is 2. The object name is Z. Using that, I am trying to access the property show, which is belonging to the class 1. So child class objects can access the properties of parent class. So this is happening only because of inheritance. What I have done is I have inherited the class 2 from the class 1. So guys, here I am coming back to this slide. So deriving the properties of parent class to the child class is known as inheritance. Means the parent class properties all can be accessed by the child class objects. So let me take out our family example. Our parent is having some property. Our parent is having some property. The child can access the properties of parent. The similar concept is related to that. And see here, you are having some property and you cannot access the property of somebody else unless it is your parent, right? So that is what inheritance is related to. Now I am coming to the types of inheritances. There are 4 types of inheritance are there: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and multiple inheritance. What are these? We will be discussing now. Single inheritance. Deriving a single child class, deriving the single child class from the single parent class is known as single inheritance. In other ways, I can say is deriving the properties of single parent class to the single child class. This is single inheritance. Means parent is having some property, child is having some own property. The object of child can access the properties of parent, as well as it can access the properties of its own. The doubt comes, if I am creating object for the parent, can I access its child properties? No, not possible. It is only child to parent, not parent to child. Okay. Now, multi-level inheritance. So, deriving the child class from its parent class, which is already derived from its parent. Something like our grandparent, parent, and us. For grandparent, child class is there. For child class, the grandchild class. Child class. In the child class of this child classes, I am going to call it as a grandchild class. Grandparent, parent, grandchildren. Just like. Means the object created for the grandchild class can access the properties of its parent, which is child class, and it's also grandparent class also. Right? This one also I will be discussing with the help of example. Now, hierarchical inheritance. Deriving more than one child class from single parent class. Means you can create a child class from parent class, another child class also from parent. But all the child classes having common parent class. And further this hierarchical inheritance can be extended. For child class also you can have multiple more than one children. And for this child class also you can have more than one children. Like this the hierarchy can be created. Okay, for this also we will be discussing one example. Now the fourth one. Two parents are there. From there the child classes can be created. Means deriving a child class from more than one parent class is said to be multiple inheritance. However, Java doesn't support multiple inheritance due to we get a problem of ambiguity problem we get. That's why the Java cannot support this multiple inheritance. But there is one solution which can be achieved by using interface concept. We have in Java we have a concept called interface. There again we will be talking about multiple inheritance. Now let us uh, discuss about each and every inheritance with example. So as I told you, there are four types of inheritances: single, multi-level, hierarchical, and multiple. Now I'll start with single inheritance. Means deriving a single child class from single parent class. Okay. Now look at this code. So I'm for related to the topic, I'm just changing the names. It doesn't mean that the name should be parent child. It can be like this. This is actually the example for single inheritance. You have created a single child class from single parent class. Look, single child class is there here and single parent class is there, and you are extending from only single class, single parent class. So you have created the object for the class 2, and using that you are accessing the properties of parent. You can access its own property also, child class property also, like this. So here for understandability purpose I am changing the name as parent. Class parent is there. It is having a property show. Let me take out one example. Parent is having car. And now you are creating a child which extends parent, and assume child is having a property bike. Okay. So now I have to remove this. Now I am going to create a class object for child, new child. This is the object I have created for child class. Using that I am going to access child class bike, which is a property. Here we have taken method, and z dot car also. Parent is also having one property, right, which is car. Here car is the method name which is displaying the message hello, and here bike is the method name which is displaying the message hi. So I am making a call to both the methods by using the object of child class. Now see what is the output we are going to get. Hi, hello, both outputs I get. Means child class object is able to access both the properties, parent class property and child class property. Okay. So now I told you already, for parent class, if you create an object new parent, you are allowed to access that parent class object is allowed to access its own property. That's it. It cannot access the child class properties. Look here, we are showing error. Means parent class objects cannot access the child. So it is not vice versa, guys. Only from child to parent, not parent to child. So this is single inheritance. Means like single parent to single child. Okay. So we have seen this single inheritance example. Now I'm coming to the multi-level inheritance. Something like grandparent, parent, grandchild. Okay. So I'm shifting here to my code where I am creating one more class like class grandparent, and grandparent is having one property public void. Let me take it out as Benz. Okay, system dot out dot print ln, and here I am displaying the message Benz car. Okay, now so can you call this one as a grandparent and this one as a parent now? No, there is not at all relation between that class and this class. Only the relation occurs if you write the keyword extends the class name. What is the class name? Grandparent. Now this is the grandparent class is the parent class for the class parent. Now you have created a child class also which is extending parent. Means look at here, from grandparent you have created parent class, and from parent class you have created a child class. Means multi-level. That's what I'm telling here. Grandparent, parent and grandchild, multi-level inheritance. Now what will you do now again? Means here I'll tell you. So have a look at the code so clearly. So grandparent, its property is Benz. Here parent, its property is car, and child, or you can write grandchild also, your wish. Okay, grandchild, and its property is bike. Okay, now you are creating an object for grandchild. Now look, z dot bike, z dot bike means its own property it is able to access. Now z dot car and its parent property also it is able to access. Now let me try z dot Benz, which is a property of grandparent class. It is also allowing. Means this grandchild can access its own property, its parent property and grandparent property also. And grandparent object cannot access its child or grandchild properties. But parent class object can access its own property which is car and its parent which is Benz. Parent class property. Okay. So this is the example of multi-level inheritance, and see the result. We are able to print all the messages which are available written in the methods of their respective classes. Now, let me come back to this slide. This part is over, multi-level. Now I am talking about hierarchical inheritance. Means deriving more than one child class from a single parent class. You can have two child class, three child class or many more. And look here, the object what you are creating for this child class 1 can access its own property, its parent property. It cannot access its sibling. It is like sibling class. As they are having, both are having same parent, class 1 is the sibling class for the class 2. Class 1 object cannot access the properties of class 2. Class 2 object cannot access the properties of class 1. But the object of class 1 can access its own property, its parent class of property. And the object of child class can access its own property and its parent class property. And let us jump from here to code. Let me write down with example. Now I'm changing names little bit. I'm putting parent, and here I'm writing child 1 extends parent, and here I'm writing child 2 extends parent. Look here, child 1 is having same parent, child 2 is also having same parent. Now see, have a look carefully. There is one parent class which is having a property, the method bends, and first child 1 is there, it is having called car. It child 2, it is having a property called bike. Okay, now let us go to the main method. Let us create an object for child 1. Child 1 z equals to new child 1 z dot Benz is accessed. Why? Because your Z is the object of child and Benz is the property of its parent. Fine. Z dot car is also fine, accessible. Why? Because its own property. Child 1 is having a property car. Child 1 is having a property car. Now I am going to create object for child 2 also. Okay. So child 2 object, let me create child 2 k equals to new child 2, and see here k is the object for child 2 class. Now see what it can do. It can access its own property, which is bike. Have a look. Bike is the property of its the class child 2. Okay, now see k dot, sorry, now I am doing k dot Benz. This is also accessible. Why? Because child 2 is the child class for parent. Means it can access properties of parent class also. So, but see here, can you access k dot car? Why it is showing error? This k object is trying to access the property of its sibling. Sibling properties cannot be accessed. And the similar way from Z also, you cannot access Z dot bike. And Z bike is the property of the class child 2, which is a sibling class for the child 1. Right? So these are not acceptable here. Now have a look carefully what I have done for the example of hierarchical inheritance. I have created a class parent which is having a property Benz, and I have created a child 1 which is extending the parent, and its property is car, and now I have created one more class child 2 which is extending the parent, same parent class, and it is having property bike. Means as they are having same common parent, so that's why child 1 child 2 has become sibling classes. And do remember, sibling classes objects cannot access their one another's properties. And see here, I have created a child class object. Using that child class 1, uh, sorry, using that I have accessed the parent class property and child class 1 property. I have created object for child 2, and its own property I have accessed, and its parent property also I have accessed. This is about hierarchical inheritance. Now let me get back to the next kind of inheritance, multiple inheritance. Means here deriving a child class from more than one parent class is said to be the multiple inheritance. Here the ambiguity problem occurs. That's why Java doesn't support multiple inheritance, but this can be achieved by using interface concept. That related to interface concept with multiple inheritance, I will be explaining in another video.